how to train your mind to think in English. This 3-step process is going to help you a lot. And do not forget to practice with me this particular demo that I have for you. The demo is going to help you. Hi everyone, my name is Shalima and welcome back to my another session of learning English and improving your English speaking skills with me. So in today's session, I am going to tell you a strategy through which you will be able to think in English, something that every English speaker want to do, right? To be able to think in English. Is it really possible? Yes, it is possible, and I am going to tell you how you can do it step-by-step process and then a demo for you. So are you all ready for this? If you are ready, please let me know in the comment section and stay till the end. So before beginning, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get all the lessons that I post for you on this channel. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. So now coming back to today's lesson. So today's lesson is how to think in English. Thinking in English is very important. When you think in English, that means the whole cognitive process is going on in English language. So can you actually think in a particular language? See, the first process of thinking is actually through images. If you pay attention to your thoughts, you would see that you have some kind of colors, the images, the flashes, that kind of thing. But if you really realize, then you will see that your thoughts are in a language. Thoughts surrounding that particular image that is created in your mind. Thoughts surrounding something in some kind of language, right? So think in English. Why think in English? So once you started thinking in English, you will be able to speak English fluently because everything is happening in your subconscious mind. So when you think, you speak more fluent because the time period that is required to retrieve something from your mind and to speak it out reduces significantly. That means you are experiencing less number of lags in your thought process and speaking process. So you are able to produce fluency more. You are able to use all the words that you kind of know in that particular language. The problem of fumbling for words, the problem of forgetting words, the problem of getting stuck somewhere while speaking English, it reduces significantly. So if you are able to think in a particular language, you will become more fluent in that language. It's something that you have to train yourself to do. And you can do it. You can train yourself to think in English. Train your brain to think in English. So how to do that? We have 3-step process followed by a demo. So let's begin with the process. When we talk about the process of thinking in English, this is about your practice. So once you practice and you bring this process into practice, more and more the thing would become natural for you. For example, you are in a real life situation, you are outside, your thoughts would turn into that particular language, and if you want to speak in that language, for instance, right now I am not really paying attention to my thoughts, what I am thinking right now, it's automatic. Whatever I want to say, I am speaking in this particular language. Once you train your brain to think in English, the speaking process in a language becomes automatic, just like your native language. So when you use your native language, do you really have to think about everything? No. Whatever you want to say, it comes out. It's like a flow. You know, it's like instinctive. What you want to say, you just say it around that particular topic, around the lines you speak it, and something similar will happen. So you will be able to speak English so fluently. Something similar will happen if you practice thinking in English. So let's talk about the step number 1. So step number 1 in this process is the context. Yes, you have to have some kind of context. What are you going to think? For example, you are sitting idly, okay? You are sitting idly, maybe you are waiting for your metro, maybe you are waiting for taxi, maybe you are in some kind of waiting room, maybe you are sitting during your lunch time, or you are having your lunch, or you are sitting somewhere in the corner of your house and you want to think in English. You want to practice and you want to practice thinking in English. You must have some kind of context. What will you think about? You need to give your mind some kind of focus on which you are going to think in English. Focus. So context is very important. What is context? Context is basically any kind of situation around which we are going to speak. That's the context. If you are using some kind of phrases to greet somebody, what's the context? That means two people are meeting and that is why this particular language is being used. So you need to have some kind of context around which you are going to think in English. And that context is a particular situation. It can also be a picture, a photograph of a particular situation. That's a prompt. That's a prompt is giving you a context. That's okay. This is the situation and you have to think about that particular situation. Everything around that particular situation. And if you want to make it even more easier, you can take a picture. Do not take a picture just of maybe a painting or something like that. Take a picture which is describing a situational thing, right? So there is a lot of background to it. You can see various things in that particular background. Maybe activity, maybe there are more people in that particular photograph that you are taking for your practice. It must reflect some kind of situation, not just a person posing for a picture. No, not that kind of picture, but a picture that reflects a real life situation, right? For example, this picture, it is reflects real life situation, as you can see, right? And we are going to use this particular picture for our demo practice. So demo practice is going to be really great. Okay, now to step number 2. Step number 2 is to find words, as many words as possible. That's the basic process of thinking in English. That's the basic process where you are going to start thinking in English, and I don't want you to jump to some complex structure of thinking. Why? Because when you have a particular solid base, you are able to move forward into a complexities with a clear mind, okay, and with ease, so that you can have that particular ease. So when you are turning to that complexities of that language, when you want to just speak sentences, you want to create sentences, right? So that particular time we do not face so much difficulties. Let's do it on a very simple basic level. That's the words. Okay, this level is just for words. You have to find out as many words as possible related to things, related to the people, related to colors, the background, maybe the situation, any word that possible that you can speak. Just speak the words as many as possible. It can be action, anything we are going to practice, and we will be finding so many words with that demo picture that I have for you. Now let's move forward to step number 3. So the step number 3 is sentences. Now you have covered a lot of words. That means your mind is prepared enough to make sentences because you have analyzed that particular situation. You have thought about a lot of words. That means your mind already has content, a lot of analyzed content, because you have analyzed the picture, each and every aspect of the situation in one word. You have actually analyzed the whole picture and you have made a solid base for your vocabulary. The vocab, now using this vocab, we can create sentences, and this is going to be really easy. You won't fumble for words, you won't be stuck, you won't feel that I'm not able to do this. Why? Because your mind is already prepared enough. You have fed your mind with enough information. And this task is now easy for you to make sentences, and you will be able to make a lot of sentences. If you successfully complete the step number 2, right, so the step number 2 is very important. Now this is the demo time, guys. The demo time, my favorite. Whenever I do a think in English lesson, I love doing demo because this gives you a clear head start, a particular rundown of the process, what you are supposed to do with your own pictures, with your own situations. So as you can see on this particular side of the screen, here is the picture that I have taken. As you can see, this is a situational picture, not just a snapshot or a random snapshot of a person, of a thing. No, a situational picture. So it's the situation where people are on a street, particular street, you can say street market. There is a fruit vendor, a lot of things. So we are going to cover the step number 2 because step number 1 is the context. We already have the context, right? Now the context is a busy street. We can say that this busy street is the context, the situation. So let's move on to the step number 2. Okay, for step number 2, we have to find out as many words as possible from this picture, right? So you have to find all the words possible. So let's think about it. Okay, let's pay attention to each and every element. So I spot a bag, cap, woman, fruits, pomegranate, pineapple, street, bicycle, jacket, sweater, sky, tree, winter, cold, brown, black, building, windows, footpath, walking, orange, purchase, sell, market, vendor, fruit, girl, walking. So a lot of words we have found out from this particular situation. See, a lot of words. So if you have any more word that you can think about, just write them down in the comment box below, and I'll be glad to know about them, and I'll be really happy if you found more words, or if you can really find right now more words, any more words. Okay, so please do this, write them down in the comment box below and let me know about them. Now the step number 3. So the step number 3 is we have done the words, the vocab, right? It's time for the sentences. So let's make sentences. I can see 2 women purchasing fruits on a street. This seems to be like street market and it's winter because they are wearing jacket and the woman is wearing a cap. She's carrying a brown color bag which looks very pretty, and the fruits which are displayed looks kind of fresh. There are oranges, pomegranates, pineapples and whatnot. There is a man traveling by a bicycle and a girl is passing by on foot. The girl seems kind of really happy. She is wearing sweater and sweatpants, and this is a beautiful street view of a lovely winter morning. So like this, you can create a lot of sentences because you have already done the words. We are covered with them. We use the words and create a lot of sentences. So if you can create any more sentences using this picture, do write them down in the comment box and I'll be glad to know about them. So if you have any more sentences, you can write different sentences, write them in the comments box below, and through this particular activity you will start thinking in English because words then sentences. So that means that you are going to use the words which you are thinking about in a sentence. And guys, you will also be able to speak them. The problem is the speaking, right? A lot of time people say that everything is here. We feel like we know the language, it's here. But when it comes to speaking at that particular time, we face the problem that we are not able to speak as fluently as things surrounded in our brain, in that mind. So in the mind they were really beautiful, but when it comes to speaking, it's like we forget the words. we are stuck for the words, we are confused about the uses of a particular words, how to make sentences, and this is going to solve your problem, guys. This Think in English strategy to train your brain to think in English. Well, this will solve your problem. So that's it for today's video, guys. That's it. Definitely take up Think in English, how to train your mind into Think in English, and this 3-step process is going to help you a lot. And do not forget to practice with me with this particular demo that I have for you. The demo is going to help you a lot. So take up your own pictures, your situation, and start thinking in English. That's it for today's video, guys, and that's it. And I'm going to see you again in a new lesson. If you like the video, please give thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.